Righto, this morning I got a few jobs to do with this backhoe, fixing up a bit of the track before we get any rain. And went to jump in this morning and the battery's properly flat. I'd forgotten to turn the isolator off. But this jump starter from iTech World, a 3000 amp jump starter, that thing is just amazing. It just set it going, I put it on and turn the key and away it goes. That thing has been a lifesaver. Get everything set up. Now this is just a little case 580 Super R backhoe. Yeah, we'll go get out of the shed here. Let's put some air on. Windscreen's a bit dirty, but I'll make do with it. I'll see you down the track. Water's mostly going to go over here. You can see where it's washed it out, where it was washing last time. I might just try and bump that lob over just a smidgen. Righto, so that's all that finished. Get rid of the hull. Yeah, I might bring the grader down later and just tidy up a few other sections along the track. But that was the most sort of urgently needed. That's that job finished. Now I'm going to go and get on the tractor and do some slashing, because all the grass is up so high now and starting to drop grass seed everywhere, and when you ride the bikes through it, it fills the radiators and everything up with all the body and belly guards and everything up with seed. So we've got a few tracks to drive on it and minimise the grass seed going into it. The risk is when you got all full of grass seed and everything underneath inside the body of the bike, you'll get it around the muffler and the manifold and everything like that. It gets pretty hot and you risk of catching fire. So we try and minimise that risk as much as possible. Get an air compressor blowing them out regularly. But slash some tracks. I got a Amy running around down here. Probably can't see it in this camera though. Anyway, get on the tractor and do a bit of slashing, and see you later. See you down the road. We're going to go around, we're going to go muster this paddock probably early next week, and so I'm just going to go around the fence, around the tracks, and some of the tracks that I've got through the paddock, because there's a lot of blade ploughing out there. It's too rough to ride the bike through, so I've made some tracks around it. So yeah, we're going to try and slash the tracks so at least we can find them easier too. Right there is broken. Okay, so I pulled the bars off that hold the blades, and this is what was broken. Just that end is busted off of there. So I've beveled it out. I've rung up and I've found the right parts. Well, I've ordered the parts. I'm going to see if they can get them in first. I thought, well, to save sitting around for days waiting for the parts to come, I'm just going to try and use a 16 TC rod and weld this end back on here. And grind it back and just get me out of trouble. It should hold. I can keep going with the slashing, and when I get the new ones, I'll replace them then. So anyway, just going to weld that up now and put it back together, and I should be back in the show on the road again. Okay, so I've welded the end back on, so it should do the job. I think I can get the new part. Okay, let's get it back together and get it back on the tractor. Oh, I'm ready to go, but I just looked at the time and it's nearly 3 o'clock. So I better go home and have some lunch. I'm getting hungry.